trail. Just got let off here at the trailhead. I got a ride from a guy named Scott. Wonderful people in Sierra City. Probably my most favorite town stay. Ate at the Red Moose as soon as I got in. Was craving a chicken sandwich so bad. It was really good. Got a room right there at the Red Moose. Steve owns the place. Super nice people, great community. I got to talk to a lot of locals yesterday, but enjoyed my stay. I got up this morning and kind of was just like ready to head out to try to beat this heat because it's going to be in the 90s all week. And glad I didn't just leave the key, and had a great breakfast. They opened at 8 o'clock. I sat around, drank coffee, talked to locals. I got to pet some dogs, and just wonderful. So I'm nice and full. Had a veggie scramble and toast and hash browns and lots of coffee and water. So probably just gonna go like 15 or 16 miles today. We'll see how the heat treats us, because it is, I think, after 9 now. So we've got about 3-ish hours before it really starts heating up, I think. This bridge is supposed to be technically closed, but they said it's completely passable. Yeah, I see there's a section of the railing out, and maybe just like a little loose board area partway across. Wow. Beautiful. Alright, yeah, that did feel a little sketchy. It was very squishy under my foot. I passed on that board, and it was squishy for sure. A little sketchy. Another bridge crossing. It's absolutely beautiful here. Crossing another bridge today. This is Milton Creek. Very beautiful, clear water. I may just dip my shirt in this creek before I begin this big climb. Okay, that was refreshing. Still got water dripping off my hat. Dipped my shirt and my hat in the water. This is kind of where we begin the big climb. Should be about 3 miles. Today must be bridges. Today's been a probably best case scenario. The climate's kind of mild. It's not that bad. And as you can see now, it's pretty shaded. There's a lot of trees, but I can see I'm about to get up where there's a whole lot less trees. And but I've crossed numerous creeks today, and I've made sure to make a point of stopping, drinking plenty of water, just to try to get super hydrated for what's to come today and in the next few days. But just stopped and dunked my sun hoodie and my hat again. Ooh, at least he gave me a little rattle. Hey! He was just crossing the trail here. Ooh, this is the first one I've seen this trip. Okay, I guess I'll pay more attention for rattlesnakes now. I've been looking for a place to sit down and maybe take a little lunch break. I got some cheese and I had some tortillas left from last resupply. And I haven't been able to find like a suitable place. And I just passed a northbounder, and she was like, hey, by the way, enjoy the trail magic. And I'm like, what? And I'm gonna sit here and eat a couple pieces of cheese on a tortilla. So I looked at my app, and I'm 2.2 miles, I think, from a hard road. So that is probably, if I had to guess, where Trail Magic is, because it's near a campground. So now I have some fire on my step. I am trying to get there. Hopefully this will be my first Trail Magic. So hopefully they'll be there. We shall see. Stay tuned. Oh, and if I haven't mentioned it, it is 4th of July. So the probability is high. Unfortunately, I may have missed it. It is kind of late in the afternoon. I passed basically, I think, all the paved roads. So, oh well, maybe next time. Well, 2 seconds later. Okay, well, I'm gonna see what they got. There were a couple tins of cookies, and so I had a couple cookies. It was very good. So according to the sign, this forest is about 30 years old. It's interesting whenever you think about it. This is comparatively to other forests. These are what 30-year-old trees look like. So the big, humongous ones, they're hundreds of years old. So I just met a lady named Journey. She is from British Columbia. Just had a lovely little conversation right there in the middle of the trail. She is from British Columbia, like I said, and 67 years old. Everyone that we pretty much see out here, it seems, especially women, are in the 20-something category. Just maybe graduating from college, in that situation. So, anytime you see somebody that is of your age bracket, it's always nice to have a conversation with them. And I learned that she went through the Sierra Nevada mountains on her own, by herself. She had no one to depend on. And that's just a true inspiration. To have somebody that is senior to you out here just doing it on her own. And I know there are a lot of single female hikers out here, but just a wonderful person. And she gave me intel about the Sierra and all the things coming up and what she did. So hopefully I'll be able to put some of that to use. Alright, I'm just less than a mile from camp. Another end of the day recap from the tent. I got here to Mule's Ear Creek and tenting. The biting flies and mosquitoes were horrendous here.
I don't like putting on bug spray, and I've got bit from mosquitoes and a few horse flies, but nothing like this. So finally today I put on some bug repellent, just so I could sit in peace and cook my dinner and filter water and stuff before I got in my tent. But they're still buzzing me, just not biting me. Today was pretty good. Got out of Sierra City pretty late, well, 9:30, and got to hiking. Did about just over 16 miles here, which I'm pretty happy with. Tomorrow will be just under 19. Probably going to Peter Grub Hut. From what I understand, the hut itself is closed, but there's still tenting and stuff. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Train doesn't look terrible, and if I get started early, I'll beat the heat. Heat wasn't a huge factor today. It was a lot of climbing, but it was very gradual. The biggest thing was it was a lot of shade, because it's very forested over on this side. So yeah, it wasn't too bad till the very end, whenever you're hot and tired and just ready to be in camp. But wasn't too eventful today. Had just the most wonderful stay in Sierra City. The people of Sierra City make it such a great community. I got to stand outside waiting for the cafe to open so I could give them the key back. And of course, last night I didn't get any dinner except for a honey bun at 2 a.m. because I was starving to death. But everything kind of closes in that town. And then this morning the cafe opened at 8, and I had to give them the key back physically. It's a physical key because it's part of their building. And so I waited around and figured I'll just have breakfast while I was there, and had a delicious veggie scramble and hash browns and coffee and stuff, and it was exactly what I needed. Great fuel for all day pretty much. And got started about 9:30. A guy named Scott, who is a local there, gave me a ride back to trail, so yes, I didn't have to walk off trail miles, but and it was all back uphill and stuff. So yeah, big score, but had a great chat with him, and just everybody in that city, in that little town, Sierra City, were just such precious people. Let's see, whenever you're out here, most of the age group, and I've probably said this before, is the 20-something. You don't meet very many women out here of my age group or higher, but today I met a lady named Journey, and I actually think I've heard of her through some other people that I've passed. She's 67, from British Columbia, and just a pleasure to talk to. We chatted for quite a bit right there on the trail and stuff, and it was nice to talk to her and meet her. But anyway, and then I headed on to the last little bit and made it here to camp. There's a few people here. Water source was really nice, easy to get to. Gonna get up early in the morning and get back on trail. Probably do close to 19 miles. And then the next day, I'll be headed into Donner Ski Ranch. I'll only have like 7.5 miles if I can make all my miles tomorrow. And so should get in there pretty early, be able to get a good meal, get myself showered and laundry, and I've got a couple boxes waiting there, some new shoes. And then I've got a friend of mine that is going to meet me, probably either that day or Sunday, and he's going to help me get a few things that I need to take care of. He's going to come pick me up. So anyway, good day today. I feel good. Knee's feeling good. It's a good day.